Hello and welcome. In today's upload we are going to get this built and displayed somewhere within the city. Now I actually picked this up from the Bristol store in January of 2023. Now this was not a giveaway, I did actually manage to buy this. So they had a few of these out on display on the shelf. There's about 5 or 6 of them left. They had to sit on them for the year and then they sold them in January of 23. But you can see this is the back of the box. It's got some nice bits and pieces that we'll build on the back just there. And then on at the front, I do like the minifigure because it comes with like a little donut. Now I have got a little bit of a plan. What I'm tempted to do is add this car broken down outside of the Gotham police station, because that's the modular that we're using for Gotham. And it's going to be towed potentially by that, because the corner garage is over there. Now this is all one big theme park display, but we'll spend a little bit of time at the end making up a bit of a diorama with this Lego set. So what I'll do is I'll get this built quickly and then we'll open it up first, then we'll get it built and then we'll get it placed. Right, seals are broken. What does he look like on the inside? Let's get you placed down, you pour down, and these bags are there. So there are a couple little bags. They are not numbered by the looks of it, so it's just going to be one little build, nice and simple. I can get that hopefully done quick enough, and you don't even have to build the chassis up either. And the instruction manual is a nice little thing as well. And again, there's the detail on the minifigure at the front. Let's have a quick look at how many pages there are. There are, come on, 51, 56 to completion. So there's 56 pages to get that complete, so hopefully it won't take long. And then we'll show it off and then we'll get it placed. Just like that, we are done. So I pulled over the wagon from the corner garage. I think this looks rather good, to be honest. So we'll have a quick look at this to start with. You can see, well, plenty of detail on there. It was a nice little build, actually. It didn't take too long. I do like, get that out of the way, this. So I do like the little stand. And I think we're going to have some good fun trying to get that over in the actual superhero display. Now this is the video that is following on from me messing around and installing the Jazz Club modular, so I will link that to the end of this video. I literally just finished filming that and thought, no, I want to get another video done today because I've got some time, so I wanted to get this built, but I haven't yet finished placing the roads correctly. So what I want to do is, with you guys, with this, figure out what modular this will go in front of, make sure the roads and everything are there. Only throw them in rough. So I pulled some of the plates out, and then with the upload that was previous to this and this one, hopefully by then we'll have quite a good amount of ideas of how we can display all of the other sort of action-y figure type bits and pieces before we start adding general public. And I say general public because it is a theme park, but all of the characters are obviously playing their parts. We can make really good displays, fingers crossed. But I still think with his donut, I think it would look quite nice to go close to the police station, which is in our Gotham, to be towed by this, just so that way it's just more of a photo opportunity. And then we have got the corner garage, which is there. And we can have a mess around with that in a different upload, because I want to then start getting all those videos and everything tidy. But the videos are always long enough as it is, so we will jump straight over to there and see if we can get it placed. Right, away we go. So I have added in all of the road plates that were missing from last time, and I think this bit just here, I think what we need to do is I need to pick up the new sort of 16 by 16 road plates and slot them down. I think I said that in the last upload. So what I have done is I've decided to go from yellow to white on this bit and use the pets bit as part of the more DC bit. And then as we wrap round and come round, I think then we will have whatever generic road plate down the middle, and then they can all just sort of mix and match. So it will go from white all the way around to the yellow. Need to add the corner back in, and then from the front here we can then add a display, and then this bit will obviously be the road that shoots up. So that's where we got to last time, and these little things here, so that'd be a 16 by 16. We'll be able to put a display directly in front of whatever module will go there. More than likely it'll be the new Doctor Strange set at some point this year, because I've got a couple of sets I'd like to get this year, and that is one of those sets that I would like to get. But with regards to road plates, I'll pick them up when they're in a sale. That'll just be easy enough. And then we can wrap it around and come down. First thing, I've added in the minifigure. I thought that would look quite nice directly in front of the sort of donut shop, which is just beside the police station. I think that'll work there. We can either have him stood there or put him on the park bench. Now the next thing that we need to do is actually add in the vehicle. Now we've got a choice I think it would look better with him being towed, but it's just very much a case of where do we place. I have been thinking either we could just have him in a straight line, but I think that might look a little bit boring, having him in a straight line just there, especially if we're going to have like a bank robbery scene just in this bit. So I think probably what we need to do is maybe have him driving around the corner. So I'll plonk his roof back on. So we could have it something like that for now, just as he's going around the corner. And then we can add some minifigures on the corner. He can just be chilling out. I just keep him there so I know he is actually the minifigure. Well, he's the driver, because obviously I try and keep all the bits and pieces together. And then what I might do is barricade and block this bit off with that car with all the spotlights. And then we can start making some sort of Batman scene on the top. Or we have kind of now got an alleyway directly behind the cinema, which we have been trying to do for a good while. So maybe we'll be able to do something a little bit more gruesome behind there. What I will do is add in more vehicles and everything once we've got the backing sorted for the paper, because where we're at with this display as it stands, if I take a step back so you can see it a little bit better, is obviously the corner's missing, but you've got the taxi and everything in. I want to get all the minifigures kind of placed, and then you can kind of see a better understanding of what this is starting to look like now. Have that one modular there, comes around with the road. I think it looks quite smart. It gets to the bridge. That bridge has the car underneath it, so it's got the Batman car just underneath there, which I think looks quite effective, just parked up with the flames. And we could potentially have the Batman stood on the top of the train tracks. Then maybe add a train on there as well. You've got the Joker Manor. Beside that, we have to figure out where we're going to put this. Now, this thing is absolutely massive. It's not like you can just park him on top of the roof and he's too big to go up the Daily Bugle. Maybe we might be able to get him up on going up on the back. How I'll be able to attach him up the back, I don't know, but it might look a little bit cool and slightly different. Because obviously we've got the bike going up the side on this one, which I think looks really, really effective. We obviously replaced the vehicle that was going to go up on the side of that one. So we either need to have this on the road and just looking absolutely menacing and just taking up a load of space, so he could just be there, but you can just see he is a full, basically 16 studs wide, so it'd be a lot easier if he wasn't on this sort of little makeshift road. So we'll figure out where that's going. So if you've got any ideas, let us know in the comments below, and then there's other little bits and pieces like this that we'll start adding in, but the main detail of all the actual additional figures won't be added in until we've figured out what we're going to do with the backdrop. I'm thinking maybe having like a collage of paintings, just pick up like a couple of cheap ones, you know, just like £2-3 quid, and just have them, because they're about that big. I think you can pick them up from the local hardware stores and then just put them on that back wall and kind of wrap it around. Just add like a really bright, vibrant colour, because obviously it's a superhero land, so we can have some sort of face portraits of Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, and then obviously you've got all the Marvel side as well, and we can just pick some more popular characters and maybe just have that going across the back. That way I can just put it over the top of what's already there rather than having to paint it. And that'd be, I think, for this section here, will be a really, really simple sort of solution fix, because we'll just start from basically there. The paper and everything would just be the sort of like little portraits, because they obviously are very, very vibrant colours, and then it will come round behind the Joker Manor, which is now going to be Joker Land. We also have to figure out what we're going to do with this bit as well. I think that does work quite nicely, just being pulled away, and it kind of goes with kind of connects the two, like the two stations and zones. If you can think of what and who we can add with him, I don't know if we just get a load of the police people that are up at the top, and they're all drinking coffee and eating donuts, and they can all sit on the bench and everything out the front. We could do something like that, or we could make him like a key undercover something, because he's got his briefcase and whatever else. So we can figure that out. If you've got any good ideas of where or what can be done with that, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, before I go, nearly forgot, we do have to place the little taxi stop, which we will have to figure out what this will be. Maybe it could just be the shuttle service, maybe it could just be somewhere where they can stand within the theme park, where it takes them from one place to another. So I might have to pick up maybe, or just build one or two more of those, which is nice and simple, and have them dotted around in each land, so it's almost like it's a land train stop, just because that's the kind of thing that they would have in the actual theme parks. But we can add that in kind of wherever. If not, if we don't really want that kind of thing within this section, we could just add it in over here, where we're going to be adding in more of the dioramas, because that's what we've done with the Hulk. We just need to figure out who he's going to be stood on this time. I need somebody's sig fig for the Hulk to stand on, because Mr. Lego King sig fig is currently being eaten now by the T-Rex over there, but that's for a completely different upload. Guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that super short, sweet video of that car, the process, the box. Like I said, I'll link all the other videos that need to be linked to this one, just so you can see how and what we paired those modulars up with. If you want a better understanding of what those modulars look like with different sets, I did manage to do that in the unboxing video of that, so I will link that video to this one, just so if you are thinking of getting the Jazz Club, you can see what it looks like with the other modulars. For this area, I think it works the best, but obviously if it was to go in a completely different zone, it might be going against a different modular. But guys, if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and up to the next one. Ta-da.